Yo, hello, I'm back. I was correct when I said that I was getting sick on, I don't think it was my last upload, but on the day that I recorded both videos and I uploaded them on separate days, because that's just kind of how you do this YouTube thing. And I was talking about how I thought I was getting sick in those videos, and yes, I was correct. I was indeed getting sick. However, luckily for me, I did record a lot, or yeah, not a lot, but more than I usually do on that night where I was getting sick. So I had some stuff to upload while I couldn't. But and now I've mostly recovered, pretty much fully. I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but might be a bit loud as well with the rain. So we'll see. Hopefully you guys can actually hear what I'm saying. But yeah, I've recovered and now I'm recording again. And I'm gonna record and upload this video on the same day because I'm leaving for 3 days tomorrow. So unfortunately no uploads then. However, I do, I feel like I say this every single time, but I do have topics that I've planned out, but I don't know if I wanna talk about them in today. I mean, I do have a lot of time. I have a lot of time, but I'm not sure if that's just what I want to do because I kind of just want to talk a little bit for just what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, what my plans are, just talk about how my life is going instead of doing one of my more scripted and planned out videos. So you might be noticing some Hypixel Skyblock gameplay in the background. That's me. This is me playing the game. I've been kind of after I got sick. There was a new mayor in the game, Jerry, that just buffs all your stats by a ton, so I decided to log on and do some slayers that I couldn't do usually, like Blaze, tier 3 Blaze, and tier 2 Blaze actually, because I stopped doing Blaze before Jerry on tier 1, because I didn't know if I could do tier 2, but with Jerry here, there you go, you can even see he's still spawning his dudes. With Jerry here, I decided to log on and try do some slayers. And while I was sick, I kind of ended up playing the game 24/7. I got from, how do I even see slayers? I think it's this one, yeah. I got from Blaze Slayer level, I think it was level 3, from Blaze Slayer level 3, and being able to only kill the tier 1s, I managed to kill the tier 2s, and now I can comfortably kill tier 3s, and I've gotten to Blaze Slayer level 5. And I also tried doing some E-Man, but I still can't do. I don't know why it says the stats here and everything, but I've never actually killed an Enderman tier 4, and I still can't do them, so I'm kind of stuck on level 6, because I don't want to grind a ton of tier 3s. Oh, here you go. You can see I've never killed a tier 4 Void Gloom, but I have killed a tier 3 Blaze, which is epic. So I kind of did that for a very long time. The Blaze grind was decently long, especially because it takes me a while to spawn them. Less now because I've kind of optimized my setup, but it did take me quite a while. But I crafted this glowstone gauntlet, 6 veteran, 6 vitality. Very nice. It has helped me out a ton with the tier 3. Makes it so easy. The only time I die now is if I actually step on the fire pit or if I just don't overcloak the pillar, which is a pretty you have to mess up pretty bad for that to happen. So that's been nice. I've also gotten a brand new minion setup, sheep. They're making me money, hopefully. I haven't actually made any money of them, but that's because I've just been reinvesting the wool into upgrading them. Because I crafted 28 tier 7s, corrupted soil. I had super compactors and lava buckets and everything else, but still 28 tier 7 sheep minions plus corrupted soils. That was like 90 mil combined, so I couldn't really get them much higher than that since that's all I had at the time. And yeah, I've just been reinvesting the mutton from that into upgrading them to tier 9 hopefully. I might stop there, I don't know. Maybe I'll go to tier 11 depending on how fast it is. And yeah, that's what I've done in the 4 days of playing Skyblock. Oh, I also did a ton of Rift. I got a bunch of progression in that, which I can probably go do my daily free Rift thing actually, because I don't want to spend any money on it. I'm planning to just I've played so much Skyblock in these last 2 days that I kind of want to play a different game. And so to do that, I've kind of made myself promise that if I am playing Skyblock, I'll only be foraging, and I'll be foraging until either Derpy or I hit foraging 50, which currently I'm foraging 25, going on to 26. And I've done quite a bit of foraging today already. I think I went up from 0 XP in level 24 and I hit 25 and now I'm moving on to 26. So I did a decent amount of foraging today, but it's not actually, as bad as people say, especially in the park, not park, forest over here, because over here foraging fortune works on logs. So it's actually, in my opinion, and it feels like it feels better to forage here because even though the trees aren't as big, because foraging fortune works, and I have 118 foraging fortune, I get an actual like pretty decent amount of wood from each tree, and because XP is calculated on the amount of total blocks that you get, I believe. Is it? I don't know actually, but I think it should be, right? Or I think that it is now even. Or like, otherwise I would not be doing this, but if I'm correct in my assumption that you get XP for every log that appears in your inventory, and not for every single one that you break, then this is actually good for XP as well. And also there's no people here. It's much easier to get an empty hub lobby than it is to get an empty park lobby. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. But if I were to go do Rift, I'd be in the like frozen mines place, killing armor pieces to charge up my armor so I can go to the underground part of that, and I don't really want to do that. I would rather forage. Yeah, so that's my skyblock progress. I'm not sure if there's gonna be more skyblock videos in the future, or like the skyblock gameplay in the background, because I've played so much of this game over the last 4 or 5 days that I'm not sure if I want to play much more of it. And, but hey, I'm foraging right now and I'm enjoying that, so I guess if you will see more videos, it'll probably be me foraging as well. Yeah, and I mean the sickness wasn't really anything bad. I had a slight temperature, my head hurt, my throat hurt, it hurt to swallow, it hurt to breathe, and my nose was running 24/7. Honestly, that was probably the most annoying part, because you can't even go to sleep properly or anything like that, because every time you go to sleep slightly, your nose just wakes you back up because you have to blow it again. It's just like constantly water leaking out of it. So annoying. And I got my braces removed as well yesterday, so that was nice. Now I have 2 rows of shiny, straight white teeth in my mouth, supported with these little wires that they glued onto the back of my teeth, which honestly is such a scam because they don't even tell you about it before, and then they kind of try to pull a fast one on you and do that, which is unfortunate, but at the end of the day there's not much that you can do. I mean, if they aren't straight up just lying to me, without these wires my teeth would just go back to how they were before the braces, and that's probably worse than having these little things at the back of my teeth, because they don't really get in the way or anything. They just, I can feel them with my tongue. It's like bubble gum, tiny pieces of like, not bubble gum, but it's really smooth and it doesn't stick to my tongue. But that's the impression that I'm getting from it, right? It's just stuck to the back of my teeth on my top and bottom teeth. So that's there with me for a while. And I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't really upset after the thing happened, because why be upset about this? Because at the end of the day, it is a good thing that they're holding my teeth there. It is just, I was more so upset about the fact that the dentists don't tell you about it clearly before you go through the whole process, before you even like put braces on, because I only found out about this when they started putting them on to me yesterday after taking my braces off. They were putting something else in my mouth and I stopped them and I went, what the fuck is this? Why are you putting more stuff in my mouth? And they explained to me, and yeah, my mom also started questioning them, and then they got mad. So that was interesting. But yeah, I have good teeth now on the outside. Don't look behind them, because then it's turns out it's all a lie, and my teeth aren't actually as perfect as they look. So yeah, I guess a lot of things like that in the world are, cosmetic surgery and stuff like that. It's all just attempts to mimic what the human body naturally looks like, which is still the best that we have access to, and none of our technologies really come close to being able to do that, unfortunately. But in due time, I'm sure we'll discover some sort of, not like science will advance far enough to where we can just, I don't know, maybe just grow teeth in a new way, where we'll be able to straighten teeth out and then have them stay like that forever. I guess somewhat there's already a thing like that. You just kind of remove the tooth and then you drill into the bone of your jaw and you just screw in a replacement tooth there, and you can have that look whatever you like, however you like, and you can have it be absolutely perfect. But obviously that is not the solution for everybody, because then you're just living with a completely foreign thing that just is replacing your tooth. And I don't know if that's a bad thing, because at the end of the day it is strong, as strong if not stronger than your original tooth, and it won't rot away or anything like that, so it is nice. But still, I don't like the idea of other people drilling into my jaw and screwing stuff into there. That's the only part of the process that I kind of look at and go, huh, that is not cool. But the actual part of having a tooth made out of metal that is just there is not that bad to me. Oh, wait, I remembered. I think, yeah, it was while I was sick. Another thing that I did while sick is I grinded Wolf Slayer, because I wanted to get Wolf 8, right? And while I was doing that, about halfway through to get Wolf 8, Wolf Slayer level 8. I don't know. Maybe the people watching this aren't playing the game, so or don't play the game. And about halfway through that process, I dropped an overflux capacitor, which allowed me to craft, if I could, which allowed me to craft this, which, once again, for the people that don't play skyblock, is one of the best deployables in the entire game. It just gives you a bunch of stats if you place it down, and it's the third best in the entire game, next to the plasma flux, which is just an upgrade of this thing. And then there's a thing called an SOS flare, which is from a different line of items that are made from Blaze Slayer, which is the thing that I'm grinding, or was grinding before I moved on to foraging, because I hit level 5 in that. And my setup is too slow to effectively go to level 6, because I'd need to kill something around 150 tier 3 Blaze bosses, which I can do about 6 per hour, maybe 7, if I'm really lucky and really sweaty. So you can do the math on that, but it comes out to quite a while. So I'm hoping to upgrade my setup to mostly spawn them faster, because that's where most of the time is going. But if I can get good DPS upgrades as well, that would be nice, because those are gonna just be useful for when I move on to tier 4 blazes. But yeah, hope forging 50 is gonna give me a little bit of a damage boost, because I don't know, at least 24 strength. Maybe the later levels give 2, which would be nice. And yeah, I don't know how long it's gonna take me. Maybe 50, 60 hours of chopping trees to get to that higher, to get to forging 50, which honestly is not that bad compared to other skills in skyblock. Not that I've maxed many of them. I mean, some are decently high, except fishing. We hate fishing. Some are decently high, and I maxed enchanting, so I guess that's kind of cool. Yeah, carpentry 42. I'll probably do that next derpy, because carpentry is pretty useless. It just gives skyblock XP. So yeah, but compared to other skills in skyblock, it actually does not take that long to max, especially because you're only going up to level 50, which makes the grind a lot shorter than it could potentially be. And yeah, I'll get maybe, I don't know how much money I'll earn from this. Forging is pretty bad for money, but when I'm doing so much of it, it might add up to something, because I guess I can go look at prices in the bazaar right now. I don't even know if I want to sell my wood instantly, because if I'm being realistic, I don't know if I'll forge to forging 50 without taking any breaks. Not, I don't mean breaks like going to sleep and whatnot, but just doing other activities in the game. But yeah, if I don't actually desperately need money, it might be kind of cool to save my wood for when the forging update comes around, because look, I have 976 enchanted oak wood selling for 1 million coins. It's not really worth that much anyway, so might as well do something with it. Might as well, no, yeah, might as well save it for when it is actually worth something, you know? But who knows, if I actually need money, I can sell it, because I'll have a lot of it. I already have 1,000 enchanted logs, and I've only went up from forging 24 to forging 25.3. So, and yeah, once again, for those hello, yes, yeah, for those of you who don't play skyblock, the skills in this game, they take longer and longer and longer to level up the higher skill level you have, right? I don't know the exact numbers, but you can see just over here, foraging, from foraging 24 to foraging 25, it took 600 XP, and now you can see from foraging 25 to foraging 26, it's taking 800. So from just leveling up that one skill, the next one needs 200,000 more experience points to level up to it, and it just gets more and more and more exponentially, which means that I will have a lot of logs when I get to foraging 50. So I could probably invest into a better blaze setup, honestly, like tier 3 daggers maybe some decent crimson. I kind of just only want vitality on it anyway, because that's what will help me out heal the tier 4. And the crimson damage only just gets upgraded by stars and like tiers, so that's fine. I have enough pearls. I just need Kudra teeth, but I'm not playing Kudra until I get foraging 50. So I'm not doing anything in skyblock until I get foraging 50. So hopefully I can get foraging 50 uh, quite fast, or like reasonably fast, you know, relative to how long it takes to max a skill. Because then I can start, then I can go back to playing other activities. And that's gonna be fun. This is like, I'm gonna have to do this sooner or later, so might as well do this now. I even semi-maxed this tree capitator, gives me 5 foraging wisdom, so that's speeding it up. I'm leveling up an ocelot pad as well, so it's only gonna get faster, you know, up until he reaches level 100. Then he's gonna be giving me another 30 foraging wisdom, so that's nice. I think, yeah, that's kind of all for skyblock. What can I talk about next? Oh, yes, I'm going to Armageddon on Saturday, so if any of you who are potentially watching this live in New Zealand and are going to Armageddon, that might be pretty funny because you're just gonna meet me there. Obviously you won't know that it's me unless you recognize my voice somehow, which would be, I don't know how you would do that, because to me my voice sounds so much different to how it sounds even on video. Like when I record these videos and then I listen to them, I I don't recognize myself. My voice sounds crazy to me from when I record and listen to it. So, and apparently, well, you know, it's probably safe to assume then that my voice to other people sounds different than how it does to me. So, it would be interesting if some of you recognize my voice somehow, because even I apparently don't know what my voice sounds like. But maybe if you just only listen to the videos, it'll give you a closer idea of what I actually sound like than what I think I sound like. Yeah, if any of you are going to Armageddon in Auckland, New Zealand, on this coming Saturday, I will also be there. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna be dressing up as Johnny from Guilty Gear Strive because he's just kind of an easy cosplay to do, and I like the character. He uses a katana, so I just kind of automatically like him because swords are cool. And the thing that's not cool is that you can't bring real swords to Armageddon, so I'm gonna have to make like a wooden replica of his sword. So that's gonna be fun. Good thing is that I actually do make swords out of wood quite often, so I'll be able to do it, and I'll hopefully be able to do it quite well. But I was hoping to bring in one of my real swords to Armageddon, and looks like it's not happening. Well, it's 100% not happening because they just have it in their rules where you can't bring real weapons or metal swords or believe it or not, skateboards. Skateboards are one of the things that you're not allowed to bring to Armageddon in New Zealand because that'll get you banned and not let in to the convention for some reason. Yeah. Anyway, it should be really fun. I'm dressing up as Johnny, and I'll have a wooden thing I can carry around with me, so that's good enough, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited for that. So I'm gonna be quite busy on my next 2 days after I come back because I'm leaving for 3 days not right now, but after um, in 6 hours actually I have to. We're waking up, or quote unquote waking up. I'm still not even asleep, but we're waking up at I think 6, going to the airport, flying, and then 3 days later, counting the day that we left, I believe, we're coming back to Auckland. We as in my family, right? I'm just trying not to reveal too much personal info here. The fact that I live in Auckland is being out there, is already it's okay, but I don't really want to get more specific than that. Is a good way of putting it, I guess. So, and then after I come back, I've got to finish making the hat for the cosplay. And then I've got to make the wooden sword, and then I'll be ready. But yeah, if I'm coming back on Wednesday, then I've only got 3 days until Saturday to actually make the stuff I want to make. So I will have to do that, and I won't be able to put it off because I'll just have to do it then. What else is happening in my life? Oh, I missed an assessment in school because I was sick, and I just kind of ignored that. It's nice. It's nice being in the last year of school and just being able to not do assessments because I don't want to, and because I know that I'll be fine if I don't do them. Like school-wise, like I won't fail any critical checks for the total amount of score or anything that I need to get, so I can just not do it and not have to be worried about that. That's pretty nice. That was for psychology, and I think we had to write about some sort of criminal for it. But I don't know. I was sick. I didn't do it. And I'm also gonna miss another checkpoint at school because I'm going out of town for 3 days, and that's the days. One of those days is one that we have a checkpoint in physics on, so unlucky for me, I guess. Gonna be, and another thing that I'm really excited for is, since I'm no longer sick, I can finally go to the gym again. I say finally, but I haven't been to the gym in like a week max, so it's not actually that long, but still, I like going to the gym. It's something I look forward to, and it's something I try not to miss because it's important to me. So that's nice that I can start going there again. I think that's about it for my life for skyblock as well. So now I've just got, I can talk about literally anything. Problem is, I'm not sure what to talk about. Maybe I can just go do Rift and talk about that. But I don't want to do Rift. I want to forage and chop trees. So I can talk about chopping trees. What can I tell you about chopping trees in Skyblock? Well, um, each tree has logs, and the axe that I'm using, it chops 25 logs at once for one chop, but it can only chop once every 2 seconds, which means that I have a maximum chopping rate of 12.5 blocks per second if I perfectly utilize the timing and everything right, if I get 25 blocks every time. If I'm chopping 12.5 blocks per second, then that's 600. No, 12 blocks per second. That is 720, 750 blocks per minute. And each block is giving me 9 foraging XP. That is 60, 6.1 thousand. 20 times 9, 270. 6.3 thousand, 6.31 thousand XP per minute, which is, it's okay, because that's 600,000, 600,000 plus XP per hour, which is pretty good. Like, it's definitely serviceable to getting foraging 50. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get there, because I don't know the total XP required. I know that from level 40 to level 50 it's 10 mil XP, so I guess, what, 15 hours to get from foraging 40 to the foraging 50, and whatever it takes me to get to up to that point as well. Bro, this guy is trying to hide in the tree from me. Look at him. I don't even, what is he standing on? Nice. Get destroyed. Noob. Can't even hide in the tree from me, because I got the power of being able to aim through blocks. I'm hacking on the Jerry. Yeah, it's decently. There's not really a whole lot of ways that you can speed up foraging. No matter what stage of the game you are in, it's always gonna take you the same amount of time. Oh, yeah, it's always gonna take you the same amount of time. So it's just kind of a time sink that you gotta put in at some point in your skyblock playthrough. You've gotta get to foraging 50, because it actually does give useful stats as well, right? It's not like mining where you get defense. Like, who cares about defense? Or carpentry. I think carpentry gives health. Farming also gives health, but farming gives farming fortune, so that's pretty nice, because farming fortune is actually involved in you getting money, whereas mining, it gives some mining fortune, but it's so little compared to how much you get from actual items and equipment that it barely matters. But yeah, forging gives strength, and strength contributes to your damage in skyblock, which your damage in skyblock is the most important stat. That's me, by the way, in the tab. You see the top 200 level 215 2D sin. Yeah, that's me. Forging gives strength and it contributes to your damage, so it's actually a useful stat, and it makes sense to me. So it's kind of worth to get high forging level. People just don't like doing it because forging is boring, but when I'm talking and recording a video, it's actually not bad. It's pretty